My name is Don Antone. I'm a member of the St. Anthony's Parish. And my background is I've been a former governor, former lieutenant governor for the community, and been involved in politics for about 18 to 19 years. I got active in the church from the 2000 on. The history is that it was the old church was built way back in the 1800s when during the Quinos visit to the southwest here. There was a lot of churches that were built in the old traditional manner. St. Peter's and the Holy Family over there in Blackwater, District 1, and District 2, a Lady of Victory Church.
Hello, my name is Carol Jackson. I'm from District 3. I've lived here all my life in District 3. I've been active within the church in the last, 40 years. When that church burned, we were just really in despair. We didn't know where to go, what's going to happen. But as the firemen came and they dismantled things that was still smoldering, and they gave us through the window, us ladies were standing, and they gave us the things that was still intact. And it was a container of glass, a holy water that was still full, and they gave it to us, and it was just like, oh, it was still intact. It didn't bust or anything, but he gave it to us.
Hello everyone, my name is Regina Antone, and I'm the Lieutenant Governor for Gila River in the community. All of the relics and the statues, so they pulled it out of the broken windows. They were charred and melted, so we had services and buried them, and they're buried underneath the foundation because they were sacred to the church that was here. The only thing that survived was that bell. And the bell itself was tarred black. It took a lot of cleaning to do. Once we got it all cleaned, that was the big thing for the parishioners, is the only thing that survived this was the bell. We want to bring the bell home.
After the church was burned, and we had a difficult time in trying to get everything put together. For the longest time, we did our services, our church services, under the trees that we had here or nearby. And thereafter, the weather got a little bit unbearable, so we ended up to the community center, and then during that time we built the complex next door. We call it the multi-purpose building. It was mainly a warehouse that we purchased with the funding from the insurance that we obtained from the old church. We started with just the preliminary floor plans.
We got in touch with the tribe, who was also doing tobacco taxes for the health and well-being of our community. So with our children's classes and our adults classes and the sobriety and the different social and spiritual needs of our community, St. Anthony's fell into that category. So we were lucky enough to receive the tobacco taxes. So that helped a lot with us, because that showed us that the community supported us.
We owe a lot to the foundations and to the tribe and to the tribal programs that have done a lot in offering technical assistance and also providing funding and donations. Gila River Sand and Gravel have pretty much donated a lot of the material that was used for the building.
It took longer than we had thought, and then by taking longer, materials costed more. So then we had to raise more money. So that all kind of wound together, and when we just kept praying and getting together, then something would come up. We'd get a funding for something, or it just kept falling together as the hard time, something came behind it kind of thing. So that's kind of why meaningful, I guess, because it was hard work for everybody. And so when people started passing away and leaving their money to the church, we even had some that in lieu of flowers, they asked their money to be donated to St. Anthony's.
But I have to recognize also the local people here, you know. It's kind of those kind of people that have been just really stepped up, you know, our own people. These are people that are, you know, they don't have very much income in the way. Mostly our elderly people have been just really stepping up to do that. Our children, our young people, they had classes, you know, and one of them they had offered, they brought in a pickle jar, and every Sunday they throw in nickels and dimes and quarters in there, and then they have their little cupcake sales, you know, their little kids, you know, and they actually came up with a sizable amount of money. So I have to say that this is truly a building made from the ground up, you know. I'm sorry. But it's a true community building, you know, because it was built by the church, by the people here.
And even though it took years, but we were patient enough to wait with all the things that the people put together and built this church, you know, and the community, the tribe that helped. I just always pray for them.
And my name is Father Elijah DeLello. I'm one of the Franciscan Friars of the Holy Spirit who has care of the missions here on Gila River, and including St. Anthony's Mission. Of course, we have the Blessed Mother up here, and the people here love Our Lady. They love the Rosary. They love to pray the Rosary. And we also have, you know, behind me at the altar, there's two very important saints there. So St. Kateri, Tekakwitha, and then also St. Juan Diego. And so that's St. Juan Diego was the first Native American saint, and then St. Kateri was the second Native American saint. And then between them, you know, they have the image of the people here. So it's just showing that the Native culture and the Catholic faith and the way that those two have come together just in history, and how the people here want to, you know, bring those two together as well.
Because we wanted to be as traditional as possible. When we did a survey, they had indicated that they wanted their church to be close to being traditional as it was in the past.
I would say the small details that are put into our church, like our Stations of the Cross, I feel like they're very directed towards our own culture. And I mean, seeing, you know, the designs everywhere that pertain to our people, that really just gives them the welcoming feeling that, you know, this is your traditions, your culture, and your community, and you're more than welcome to come here. And just making it feel more at home. Hello, my name's Seneca Jackson. I come from the village of GRIC. I did a little opening talking about the church here earlier today, and I kind of just spoke to the people and let them know how I started. My involvement with the church community here at St. Anthony's started a long time ago when I was a lot younger. My late grandmother, Isla May Anton Celaya, she used to bring me to church when I would stay the night at her house. As I got older and I continued to keep coming because of my grandmother, I found my relationship with God. And after her passing, I felt like that's just where it really strengthened, because I didn't feel like I could talk to my family about it. Like, I felt like I needed to suppress my emotions. But God was there for me to talk with him, even if I was angry at him. You know, there's always that guidance that he gave me after the loss of her. And just continuing to coming to church with my family and praying for our community and for our family.
And as a young person said, that the church is the beacon, that they know where to go to pray. And it's a blessing. It's really a blessing for all of us. And when I think about the church that burned on us when we were here, and to see this today, it's really a blessing for all the people, not just myself, but especially for the young people, because that's where it's needed. They're our future.
with the new church, I see so much hope for our youth, not only our youth, our community members now, just going to show from how this was originally just a plot of dirt to begin with when I started coming when I was younger, and just seeing the development of what all went into the church, all our different donors who helped build this church, just shows our community how much people, put their, I would say, time and effort into, giving back to the community and providing this beautiful church to our future generations to come to carry on their faith. The church we have now is just kind of a little feast house, but we're so thankful for that even now. But now opening our doors to this new church is just allowing for more people to be welcomed into our church and feel free to come to Mass on Sundays.
You're home now. The Bell's home. People are home. This is their home. And so we can come and be blessed. And just right now with our community and the hard times we're having, we're really needing a place to go and just regenerate and renew and remember we're not alone. Get that feeling. And when those doors open, you feel it. The grandeur of it, it just engulfs you and it makes you feel like you're not alone. I'm here with you.
All I can say is it's been one awesome journey. It took over 20 years just to begin to build it from the time it burned from the present day. So it's a blessing.